Send it again. I'll have to X out this. Alright, this will be based on real skill. I'm gonna put this away real quick.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks.
Here we go.
The big
Not
left
today.
foot of Sebastian Janicki ready to get us started. And off we go from Seattle. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
Already starting out
this
stupid.
Is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Already starting out stupid.
They go play action with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right.
Why so fast?
He'll go at the 25. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Now it's Lockett. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And
we'll see when I score.
Football 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 46. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers. On 2nd down, Wilson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now Wilson on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and start things out. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. An inaugural trip to the zone here for the Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 19. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. On 1st down, Wilson. Dancing, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Frank Clark in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory.
Shot to hit the fences. Oh!
And he's got it.
What?
Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 27 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Janikowski good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out to kick is Janikowski. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Yeah.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start out on the ground with Carson.
Talking about.
Space to maneuver at the 40.
Get off me.
And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. They go play action here on 1st down.
How'd he drop it?
Quite hold it. Got hit. Ball popped out. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion.
Like
on the comebacker. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Here's Wilson. Underneath to Davis. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Carson. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the gun on third down, Wilson. The quick slant caught.
Oh,
Fighting
no.
for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll begin the drive with Carson. Room here to run. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Out to kick is Janikowski. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion they would have picked off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On third down.
Yeah.
That's Carson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third.
No way.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Quentin Jefferson. The big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He's got Lockett. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
14.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
What?
Scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. They'll set up the screen with Davis. So the
Not a
screen
block.
good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And I do believe this
Yes.
is going to line up as safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play?
The miracle is
What
coming.
a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. After the interception, here's now they go screen. It's complete. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
A good pickup there at 22. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what Dan told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Now Wilson. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Dead 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is intercepted. And that should do
Safety.
it. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Big jumbo! Big jumbo!
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Now he'll escape to it, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Returnable for Lockett. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Wilson.
No. Oh my God.
Down by the Seahawk defense. And the clock
At least I'm winning.
Stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Watch this Hail Mary.
Throwing is Wilson.
Miracle.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road,
It's because I was lagging.
extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face
first
it,
beginning.
in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Seattle, so long, everybody.
I think your time has come right here. No, I just wanted to surprise you this time. But this time for real.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at New Era Field in upstate New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Houston Texans. The Bills' Stephen Hauschka's got this one teed up, and off we go from New Era Field. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Tiger, come back, come back.
Come back.
First down, it's Watson.
Drop that ball.
Incomplete to open things up.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson.
Oh, he fumbled.
Right away, he lost the football. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jerry Hughes coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is fielded at the 27. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his first pass is incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. To shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Incomplete here on 3rd down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This one away by the punter, Dar.
There you go.
And it's taken in at the 9. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson on 1st down. Dumps it complete to Miller. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends.
Yes.
And he fires one that's
to my viewer watching.
Picked up by Jordan Poyer.
That's to my viewer.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside of it and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Past the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out.
Field goal or fake?
Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka.
Get it.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Buying time. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jerry Hughes in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Watson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Trent Murphy in there to drop him, and
that's what I'm talking about.
1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space. No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there. And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Oh, ha.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Allen.
What?
And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot. It came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. They'll set up the screen to McCoy. And some space here.
Pick off.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And another example right there, Charles. McCoy is good getting the ball handed to him. He's also dangerous in the passing game. You put him in space, and you've got trouble as a defense. And they organize that one very well because, you know, the screen game, when they're deceptive that way and they create that space for him, look out. And he turned into a heck of a play. A gain of 6 there on 1st. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half. Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2. Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something? You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right?
Yes.
And now this is intercepted.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Picked off near the 34.
Told you.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room? What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Allen looks to throw on second down. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead.
Yeah, total yards of negative 28.
And this is where I enjoy talking about.
Yeah, total yards of negative 28.
Tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain...
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. J.J. Watt in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Allen to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big
2 days, my day.
for the Bills.
2 days, that's your day.
Yards. That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's
press the wrong button.
The ball's in the air like that.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Allen, and he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Now let's go.
And again, it's Allen. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard. And that's
beat you
going
by all
to
field
bring up
goals.
a fourth down.
No!
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at about the 32. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll him out. You got the option to run or pass. This didn't work.
Not at all. The communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football, looking for an open person. No one there.
Helpless feeling.
Helpless, because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close, and close quickly.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Here's Watson. Flushed out right. Looking deep for Demarius. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Throwing on third down, Watson going deep for Hopkins.
Yes.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Richmond.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. He's
Nope.
going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Watson looks to throw again. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Trent Murphy in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Play action for Miller. Now Watson going deep for Hopkins.
Thank you.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jordan Poyer. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Don't quit now.
Thought they had something going there to break that
That's how I
goose
seen
egg
you
here in
quit.
the 2nd half, but to
That
no
time you
avail.
quit
Hope was
when I was being so
alive
bad. I have a
until
screenshot.
that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting to drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Zach Cunningham coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Gun!
And the blitz does come.
Oh
And
my.
this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Not gonna make it.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now it's Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. Watson. Flush to his right.
Drop. Oh.
It's Fuller. And able
didn't
to
make it
rip
all
off
the way
a
like
big
that.
chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He got 29 yards that time. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Watson. Underneath for Miller.
Oh,
It'll be a
I
gain
barely
of
got
4.
you.
And that'll bring up second down. And we've reached the 1 minute mark in this game. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
To throw is Watson. And this is intercepted.
Take
and
off.
That should do it. Teron Johnson able to pick it. Trying.
Oh.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They go play action here on first down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now we'll get whistles and
Black 99 Philly.
timeout.
Here we go.
Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Back to throw. Allen into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
All right.
So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout
All right, y'all.
when you're pitching a
It's the end of this stream.
And
I'm gonna upload another one tonight. I'm gonna stream again, but a little later, at a different time. Maybe like a couple minutes, but maybe a different game. Catch y'all on the next one, though. Peace.